Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Chapter 6. So fifth chapter ended by Vyāsadeva listening to the history of Nārada himself of his previous life. So he conveyed everything, as I said, to convince the disciple of the philosophy, just he is laying it out. Now, after listening to the whole thing, Vyāsadeva is asking a question to Nārada. What is that? Evam nishamya bhagavan Devarshe janma karma cha Bhuya paprachatam brahman Vyasa satyavati sutaha.
Suta said, O Brahmanas, thus hearing all about Sri Nārada's birth and activities, Vyāsadeva, the incarnation of God and son of Satyavati, inquired as follows. Hare Krishna.
Bhikshubhir vipravasite Vijnanadeshrubhistava Vartamano vayasyadye Tatakimakarod bhavan.
Sri Vyāsadeva said, what did you, Nārada, do after the departure of the great sages who had instructed you in scientific transcendental knowledge before the beginning of your present birth? Hare Krishna.
So Nārada told you and gone, what did you do? Did you follow or what exactly, or you simply wrote him off? You wanted to know, they wanted to know, the rishis. Swayambhuvakaya vritya Vartitam te param vayaha Katham chedam udasrakshi Kale prapte kalevaram.
O son of Brahma, how did you pass your life after initiation, and how did you attain this body, having quit your old one in due course? Hare Krishna.
Means 5 years they gave the knowledge and went away. Then how did you remain rest of your life? How did you follow? What happened? And how did you ultimately leave your body before coming to this body? This question they are asking. Prakalpa vishayam yetam Smritim te muni sattama Nahyesha vyavadhat kala Yesha sarva nirakriti.
O great sage, time annihilates everything in due course. So, how is it that this subject matter, which happened prior to this day of Brahma, is still fresh in your memory, undisturbed by time? Hare Krishna.
Because what you conveyed happened 44 lakhs years back. Now how you remember all that? So normally time annihilates everything. You don't even remember day before yesterday morning what you had for breakfast. Or last Thursday, what dress you wore, top and bottom, you don't remember now. Then how does he remember 44 lakh years back? So they were naturally, politely, not audaciously, they politely asked this question. Then Naraji answers. Bhikshu bhivipravasite Vijnanadeshtu bhirmama Vartamano vayasyadye Tataye tadakarasham.
Sri Nārada said, the great sages who had imparted scientific knowledge of transcendence to me departed for other places, and I had to pass my life in this way. Hare Krishna.
So he says, they after giving me, they were left, and now I'll tell you what I did afterwards. Ekatmaja me janani Yoshin mudha cha kinkari Mayatmaje nanyagato Chakre snehanubandhanam.
I was the only son of my mother, who was not only a simple woman but a maidservant as well. Since I was her only offspring, she had no other alternative for protection. She bound me with a tie of affection. Hare Krishna.
Saswatantra na kalpasit Yogakshemam amechati Ishasya hivashe loko Yoshadarumayi yatha.
She wanted to look after my maintenance properly, but because she was not independent, she was not able to do anything for me. The world is under the full control of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, everyone is like a wooden doll in the hands of a puppet master. Hare Krishna.
Although we are planning nicely, I'll do this for my son, I'll do this for my daughter. One gentleman, businessman was telling me some 25 years back that I've got three sons. I was in Dubai at that time. I was talking to, he was a jeweler. So I got 3 shops here. I made 3 shops in Bombay also. 3 for 3. I said, that is okay, what are you going to do for yourself? He says, I'm winding up. Acha kiya, I told him. And then I have decided after going to Bombay, hand over these to 3 sons. I'll take my wife, go for all dham visit in India. I have been thinking of this since last 26 years, he told me. Then I was also visiting India at that time. He said, you must come to my shop. I said, okay, fine, sure. So I went, same area we were staying. His first son I met. We talked nicely. Your father has told about you very much, you must one day sit here with us. I said, that's okay. Where is he? I gone on pilgrimage? No, so he just died last week only. Finished. 26 years he worked like a madman in the sands of Dubai. When he came to Dubai, there was only 1 bucket of water per day they used to give. It was so horrible. And he really toiled like anything just for this season. So he planned that way, ultimately 0. So that's what he is saying, Naraji. What we are like, puppets, like this. But who is pulling the string? Someone which we don't see. Bas. But we are thinking we are very intelligent, we are planning. I believe in planning. I believe in planning. I plan everything. Idiots. Kya plan? See? Finished. Ram Ram Satya. That's what he says. She is aswatantra. She was not independent. But she had tremendous affection for me. I am the only son. She wanted to do so many things. But no, the world is under the full control of Supreme Lord. Therefore, everyone is like a wooden doll. So don't plan. If at all you plan to be how sincerely Krishna conscious I can be. That is the only plan. Krishna will put okay. All the other vouchers he will not put okay. He will put approval only for that voucher which says, I want to be very sincere in Krishna consciousness. So now you will see here. Aham chattad brahma kule.
Aham chattad brahma kule.
Ushivan stadupekshaya.
Ushivan stadupekshaya.
Digdesha kala vyutpanno.
Digdesha kala vyutpanno.
Balaka panchahayanaha.
Balaka panchahayanaha. When I was a mere child of 5 years, I lived in a Brahmana school. I was dependent on my mother's affection and had no experience of different lands. Hare Krishna.
Ekada nirgatam geha.
Ekada nirgatam geha.
Duhantim nishigam pathi.
Duhantim nishigam pati.
Sarpo dashat padas prishtaha.
Sarpo dashat padas prishtaha.
Kripanam kala choditaha.
Kripanam kala choditaha. Once upon a time, my poor mother, when going out one night to milk a cow, was bitten on the leg by a serpent influenced by supreme time. Hare Krishna.
Tada tadhahamishasya.
Tadarahamishasya.
Bhaktanam shamabhipsataha.
Bhaktanam samabhikshataha.
Anugraham manyamanaha.
Anugraham manyamanaha.
Pratishtham dishamuttaram.
Pratishtam dishamuttaram. I took this as a special mercy of the Lord, who always desires benediction for his devotees, and so thinking, I shouted for the north. Hare Krishna.
Immediately she died. Snake had bitten, she died. So only one person he had. She also gone now. So what immediately he thought? This is the mercy of Lord. There was one object of attachment lifted. So the path is clear for the devotee. He can simply have a cakewalk. See what Prabhupada, it's a very small purport, very nicely has written. Confidential devotees of the Lord see in every step a benedictory direction of the Lord. What is considered to be an odd or difficult moment in the mundane sense is accepted as special mercy of the Lord. Mundane prosperity is a kind of material fever. By the grace of the Lord, temperature of this material fever is gradually diminished and spiritual health is obtained step by step. Mundane people misunderstand it. When you lose job, you lose property in a case, or very big family, suddenly father dies of heart attack. All these are benediction. But who will take this as benediction? In mundane sense, people will say, I did so much for this, I went to temple every week. Why did the Lord did this to me? Cry. Idiots. That means she or he is not a devotee. See, here, he was a devotee. He said, immediately I accepted, this is the mercy of God. Means any unpleasant incident happening for a devotee, he sees a ray of hope in this for spiritual advancement. It's very difficult to take it that way because we are surrounded by wolves and jackals of material prosperity. Today, you are actually man invented note, dollar bill or Indian currency. Man invented. Today, man's worth is assessed according to the notes he possesses. What is this nonsense? And the paper note has no value actually. So we think that more, somebody said, first day I went to temple, I cried. Then next day I got a job. Then I got a business. Now I am 20 crores, 30 crores by God's grace. Actually, it is a Maik Kripa. It's an illusory blessing God gives you. The real blessing is He takes the money away from you. No, not like that. If you are already a devotee, then He doesn't take it away. Then He gives you more so that you can use it for spreading Krishna consciousness. See, that is the whole idea. And to a devotee, Lakshmi ji, who is eternally situated in Vaikuntha, she gives the money. To local businessman, Durga Devi situated here, she gives the money. That's why the local businessman, the more money he gets, more mentally he is agitated. When Lakshmi ji gives money, that person is peaceful. For example, our Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he came with hardly $7 in 1965. That means how much? At that time exchange rate was 5 rupees, 35 rupees. And in 11 years, Vaikuntha Vasini Lakshmi ji gave him 1,000 crores. Not 1 or 2 crore, in 11 years. And that 1,000 crores, how you know 1,000 crores? Because he built 100 centers in 11 years. One center in America at that time, according to Indian value, 10 crores. So 100 into 1,000 crores. 1,000 crores exchanged his hands. He himself wrote ledger, account books, he kept himself, all branches. Now 1,000 crores came through hand and spent. He was peacefully living all the 11 years, chanting Hare Krishna, writing Bhagavatam, training the disciples. It was possible because this money came from Vaikuntha Vasini Lakshmi, not local Lakshmi ji. Local Lakshmi ji is expansion of Mumba Devi, that is Durga ji. That Lakshmi is original. So therefore, if you are a devotee already, Krishna sometimes gives the devotee more money, knowing this gentleman will spend money for promoting me, for propagating my Krishna consciousness, science. Otherwise, if hard-working karmi thinks, because I work very hard, now Lord has given me the result, actually he is fooling himself. So therefore here he says, I took this as special mercy of the Lord, who always desires benediction for his devotees. And so thinking, immediately left the school, 5-year-old boy, and walked towards north. Sfitan janapadan tatra
Sfitan janapadan tatra
Puragrama vajakaran
Puragrama vrajakaran
Keta karvata vatischa
Keta karvata vatischa
Vananyupavanani cha
Vananyupavanani cha.
After my departure, I passed through many flourishing metropolises, towns, villages, animal farms, mines, agricultural lands, valleys, flower gardens, nursery gardens, and natural forests. Hare Krishna.
Chitra dhatu vichitradri
Chitradhatu vichitradrin
Ibhabhagna bhujadruman
Vibhavagna bhujadruman
Jalashayan Shivajalan
Jalashayan Shivajalan
Nalini Surasevita
Nalini surasevita
Chitrasvanai Patrarathai
Chitrasvanai patrarathai
Vibhrad Brahmara Shishiyaha
Brahmarashriya.
I passed through hills and mountains, full of reservoirs of various minerals like gold, silver, and copper, and through tracts of land with reservoirs of water filled with beautiful lotus flowers, fit for the denizens of heaven, decorated with bewildered bees and singing birds. Hare Krishna.
Nalavenu Sharastamba
Nalavenu sarastamba
Kushaki Chaka Gahwaram
Kusaki chaka gavaram
Eka Yevati Yatoham
Eka evati yatoham
Adraksham Vipinam Mahat
Adraksham vipinam mahat
Ghoram Pratibhayakaram
Ghoram pratibhayakaram
Vyaloluka Shivajiram
Yaloluka shivajiram.
I then passed alone through many forests of rushes, bamboo, reeds, sharp grass, weeds, and caves, which were very difficult to go through alone. I visited deep, dark, and dangerously fearful forests which were the play yards of snakes, owls, and jackals. Hare Krishna.
See, 5-year-old boy going through like that. So actually a sannyasi also should go like this. He should not be scared. Why he should not be scared? Who is a real sannyasi? Who has realized that Krishna is my protector. Wherever you are, if you are to be protected, he will protect you. Even if you go through the dangerous jungle. If he ignores you, nobody else can protect you. So therefore this boy, 5-year-old boy going through all these places. Parishrantendriyatmaham
Parishrantendriyatmaham
Tritparito bhubhukshitaha
Parito bubukshitaha
Pitva hrade nadya Upasrishto gatashramaha.
Srishto gatasramaha.
Thus, traveling, I felt tired, both bodily and mentally, and I was both thirsty and hungry. So I took a bath in a river lake and also drank water. By contacting water, I got relief from my exhaustion. Hare Krishna.
See, actually we are eating all the time unnecessarily. We should not eat up to the neck. You should always eat very limited. You may eat 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, doesn't matter. Eating should be very limited. For example, if I can eat 6 chapatis, I should eat only 4. We should not eat like a thelawala because they are hardworking. Here, normally when we used to, as children, when we used to come and ask mother, give us something to eat, she will say, first take glass of water. Because this is, in Tamil it is called kallapasi. What does it mean? It is not actual hunger. If it is not actual hunger, by drinking water it will be pacified. Because water itself has got that potency. Because we don't drink water, we have more diseases. We eat more, but don't drink water more. We actually have to drink water and try to avoid solid food as much as possible. Then your body will be very slim. Our body problem comes by excessive eating, not by starvation. So therefore, actually there are 10 vayus going inside our body. 10 vayus. Everything is operated by a vayu, which even medical scientists agree. For example, even this we are doing, this is operated by a vayu. If that vayu does not operate like a lift operator now how easy it is. But there is a disease called myasthenia gravis. In that, this becomes very heavy. You have to appoint somebody to close. It's called myasthenia gravis. So the vayu, there are 10 vayus inside taking care of everything. So you must allow the vayu, the air, to pass properly through the passages. By eating lot, you block those passages. We should not. And therefore, you should eat only 75% of your total requirement per day. And 25% you should compensate it with water. The more water you drink, the passages will be clear. And water itself has the potency. Even if you are fasting for 10 days, when that person, political man, whoever fasts, how does he break the fast? Do you give him alwa? No. Only maximum lime juice, water. That will make him sit. That water has got that capacity. So therefore this child says, I took a bath in a river lake and also drank water. By contacting water, I got relief from exhaustion. Tasmin nirmanuje ranye
Tasmin nirmanuje ranye
Pippalopastha ashritaha
Pippalopastha ashritaha
Atmanatmanam atmastham
Atmanatmanam atmastam
Yathashrutam achintayam.
Yatashrutam achintayam.
After that, under the shadow of a banyan tree, in an uninhabited forest, I began to meditate upon the super soul situated within, using my intelligence as I had learned from liberated souls. Hare Krishna.
Correct. So after taking water, he sat down under the tree and he meditated. Meditated on what? Atmanam, Atmana, Atmastam. Atmastam in the heart, situated in the heart. Atmanam, super soul, Paramatmanam. Atmana by intelligence. But that means what? They told me that Krishna looks like this. So I meditated upon that form. Not I had some alternatives in my mind. Why not like that? No. As I learned from him, from them. Atmana, Atmanam, Paramatmanam. Where? Atmastham, situated in the heart. I meditated upon that form. Dhyayatascharanam bhojam
ध्यायतश्चरणाम् भोजम्
bhavanirjita chetasa
भावनिर्जितचेतसा
औत्कण्ठ्याश्रुकलाक्षस्य
औत्कण्ठ्याश्रुकलाक्षस्य
हृद्यासिन्मेषणैर्हरिः.
विद्यासिन्मेषणैर्हरिः.
As soon as I began to meditate upon the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, with my mind transformed in transcendental love, tears rolled down my eyes, and without delay, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna appeared on the lotus of my heart. Hare Krishna.
See, if you follow the instruction of the spiritual masters, then you achieve the result. Exactly according to their instruction, he fixed his mind. Ambojam, Ambuni Jataha. What is born in water is called Ambuja. That is lotus. Charanambojam. We are not supposed to meditate upon the entire body of the Lord. As far as possible, only on the lotus feet. We are fit for that. Even when you visit temple, when the curtain is removed, you should not straight away see Krishna like this. You put your eyelids down, lift your eyes slowly from his feet, slowly like this. And then you can go to the face, not directly to the face. We should always aim at concentrating on the feet of the Lord, not face. So, dhyayata charanam bhojam bhava nirjita chetasa. That means his mind was overpowered by bhava. Bhava means love of God. Now, we should not foolishly think that, many people have this intelligence, the knack of convincing you on the very fourth Sunday visit to a temple that you are a very advanced devotee. You have only had 4 Sunday feast. They immediately tell you are very highly exalted and advanced. So that is all nonsense. You cannot be like that. So what happens here, bhava nirjita chetasa, it starts from adau shraddha. First initial stage is shraddha. Faith in God, faith in Shastras, faith in Vaishnavas, faith in spiritual master, faith in prasadam. Faith in tadiya vastu, all things belonging to him, including the places of pastimes. You have to have shraddha in all this. Adau shraddha. Now you may say, well, I have faith in all this. That is not sufficient. Many people fall down from that platform also. That shraddha is called komal shraddha, pliable faith. Now that pliable faith, if you have, the next thing you have to do is Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sango. You have to start associating with the sadhus, Vaishnavas. Otherwise the Shraddha is useless. Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sango. If you are serious, then only. I am giving the step-by-step thing, which Nārada underwent. Tata Sadhu Sango. That too, if you have good, pure devotee association, your advancement will be very fast. Otherwise, that may suffer. But minimum, you have to associate with Vaishnavas. That is a must. Merely having Shraddha is no good. Adu Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sango. Now here, especially Sadhu Mane, the spiritual master himself. You see, he is the leader, he is your leader. We have a ship and he is the captain. You have to have a very able captain to steer the ship. So, Sadhu Sango. And that sadhu gives you initiation and gives you teaching, training. So, ado shraddha tata sadhu sango. Instructing spiritual master or initiating spiritual master. He gives both. Sometimes two in one. One man himself gives both. Generally, one who teaches you, he only becomes initiating spiritual master subsequently. So once that is done, what is the result of associating with him? Bhajana kriya, devotional service. So you have to ask him, what do you advise me to do? Just like Nāradji, Vyāsadeva asked him, what should I do? So Nāradji advised him. Similarly, Nāradji asked, what should I do? Though departing Vaishnavas advised him. That he is following now. So ado shraddha tata sadhu sango atha bhajana kriya. Now these three steps, if somebody fortunately attains in a proper manner, appropriate person, appropriate service, appropriate shraddha, the result of that is anartha nivritti syat. All anarthas in us will go. If any problem in any of these three, for example, he didn't get a proper spiritual master, or whatever he has conveyed, bhajana kriya, he has not executed properly, then anartha will not leave you. It will continue. Ado shraddha tata sadhu sango atha bhajana kriya. Tato anartha nivritti syat. All anarthas will go. The moment the anarthas leave you, tato nishtha. That pliable faith is now converted into firm faith. Nishtha. Absolute good faith. Now you cannot shake that man. Full conviction. That full conviction comes by spiritual master's mercy and you are following his instructions perfectly. Then anarthas go. When anarthas stay, you can't even execute spiritual master instruction properly. That is where then people fall down and they lose their faith. After 10 years, 12 years, then they change the route. So, some problem in the three stages. Now, there's no problem in the three stages, then anarthas leave you. The moment anarthas leave you, tato nishtha, firm faith in everything. Firm faith in Krishna, firm faith in spiritual master, firm faith in Shastras, firm faith in Prasadam, firm faith in Dhamma, firm faith in Kirtanam, everything firm faith, nishtha. And the moment you come to the nishtha platform and stay on that platform for quite some time, then that leads you to ruchi, ruchistata, ruchi platform. Then same thing you do with a taste. First you were simply making garland, now you make the garland with a taste. Oh nice, I have to adjust this flower, every fifth flower should be like this, all that. Cooking also. Initially you may not like, tuck, 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 you will cut. Now you will get, no, Sunday people are coming. It should not get stuck up in the throat. I must properly cut, proper size, everything. You will do everything nicely. Ruchi. Even worshipping Arati itself also. Ruchi, with a style. You properly show them. Right? Not like slowly, gradually, Ruchi. You get taste in everything. Ruchistata. Tato asakti. After ruchi, if you have developed ruchi, fortunately, then asaktis. Asakti means attachment. Then you develop attachment. Aapko, Mr. Bow down and sit. No, sorry, this is the system. Now you can take your seat. Otherwise, it is your aparadha. I don't lose anything. I don't want your bowing down. It's your offense. Tato asakti. Asakti means attachment. You get attached to the Lord, you get attached to the Vaishnavas, you get attached to the Shastras, you get attached to his pastimes, you get attached to the chanting, everything attachment. Service, you get attached to the service. Tato asakti. When that attachment comes, you can't really hold. Like when we used to get this attachment from home, Mangalarti started at 4:30. I used to leave home at 3 o'clock. Because 4:30, I must be there at any cost. I have to change 2 auto rickshaws. Doesn't matter. That is asakti. In everything. Connected to Krishna. tato asakti. Now when the asakti goes on for some time, that converts into bhavaha, which Nāradji is going through here. Bhavaha means preliminary stage of love of God. Preliminary stage, beginning stage. That's also called rati, attraction. Then tata prema abhyudanchati. Then he is catapulted to prema platform. Sadhakanam ayam premnaha pradurbhave bhavet kramaha. It will come krama, gradually. You just can't simply suddenly get love of God and start crying in front of temple deities. That is all not a drama going on. The real crying you will get only when you come to this, you cross this bhava platform. Again, all of you should switch off your mobile, please. So, ado shraddha, tata sadhu sango, ata bhajana kriya, tato anatta nivritti syat, tato nishtha, ruchistataha, tato asakti, tato bhavaha, tata prema abhyudanchati. 9 stages. The 9th stage is prema. And don't get shocked, for your kind information. Bharat Maharaja fell down at 8th stage. That means we have to be careful at all stages. A devotee is never overconfident. He always prays to Krishna, please help me. I am on the 4th stage, please help me so that I go to 5th stage. Even when he comes to 8th stage, please, Krishna, please help me. Now we will see here. So Nāradji has come to the 8th stage. Premati bhara nirbhinna
Premati bhara nirbhinna
Pulakangoti nirvritaha
Pulakangoti nivritaha
Ananda samplave lino
Ananda samplave lino
Napashyam ubhayam mune
Napashyam ubhayam mune.
O Vyasadeva, at that time, being exceedingly overpowered by feelings of happiness, every part of my body became separately enlivened. Being absorbed in an ocean of ecstasy, I could not see both myself and the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Now this is what happens in the initial stage of love of God. The body becomes totally transcendental. As I said, just like iron rod when put in blazing fire, it becomes fire itself. It's no more iron rod. It will function as fire. Similarly, in the service of Krishna, when all the limbs of the body engaged, the whole body becomes enlivened. Each hand, each finger feeling happiness. You see, not only the mind feeling happiness, finger feels, even nails feel happiness. That's what the position is. He's explaining. And it is so beautiful, blissful a feeling. At that time, na apashyam ubhayam. I could not see myself, my hands and my body, and also Lord. I forgot, I couldn't see. Tears flowing down. Every limb is enlivened. Rupam bhagavato yatta
Rupam bhagavato yatta
manakantam shuchapaham
Manakantam suchapaham
apashyan sahasotasthe
Apasyan sahototaste
vaiklavya durmanaiva.
Vaiklavya durmanaiva.
The transcendental form of the Lord, as it is, satisfies the mind's desire and at once erases all mental incongruities. Upon losing that form, I suddenly got up, being perturbed, as is usual when one loses that which is desirable. Hare Krishna.
So he was seeing God, suddenly God vanished. Immediately he got up, a small boy. Now from here we can understand, Nāradji is informing Vyāsadeva, very clear. Now Vyasadeva's position itself is what right now? He wrote 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads, he wrote Vedanta, he wrote Mahabharata, he wrote 18 Puranas. At that time, after writing all this, he has written so many things in this. Now Nāradji is explaining, I saw the form of God. Then using Vyasadeva's writing, why do you say Nirakara? God is ultimate form, ultimate reality is formless. Why are you saying this? So many saintly personalities have said this. Nirakara, Nirakara, Nirvishesha, Nirakara. That Vyāsadeva, after writing all that, he himself was slightly bewildered because he was dissatisfied. He doesn't know why he is dissatisfied. And his spiritual master telling him about his own experience. In that he says, Rupam Bhagavato, I saw God, his form. Then how can it be formless? One has to, for argument if you sit, then you have to read all those, including Bhagavatam. You see, Bhagavatam was written by Vyāsadeva in his maturity. Why do we say that? Although he is Lord Vishnu himself, he played a role of a spiritual master within the conditioned atmosphere. And he played the role effectively, showing his mistake which he has done in other literatures which he has penned. And this he has written in maturity. Now, most of you are young, but if anybody is 60 here, he will understand, 60 or 70. See, at 20 you have a particular concept about a particular object. At 40, again it undergoes change. At 55, it will be almost zero level. At 70, you may totally have diametrically opposite view. It's all possible. But at 70, what view you get is the real view. Why is that? 20, I was immature. When I listened to a communist speaking, Bhupesh Gupta, Nambudri, I almost became communist, on the spot communist. Why? I was 20. At 35, I realized, no, this is all wrong. But that attraction was there for Nambudri Pat, Bhupesh Gupta, etc. So I tried to cling to something akin to that. So in 35, 40, I took to Ramakrishna Vivekananda. That appealed again. See? And then 50, 55, that didn't hold any appeal. Then I went everywhere. Oh, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Rajinish, so-and-so, so this one, that one. Everything appealed to me. Now, all these are useless. Same thing with Vyasadeva. First he wrote so many things, so many Puranas. In that he equaled Vishnu to every other demigod. He wrote so many things. Now, because of that, what happened? Nāradji pointed out, no, you have done a wrong thing. Abominable. Jugupsitam. Jugupsita means abominable, hateful thing you have done. You have disturbed the entire society by writing nonsense like this, highlighting dharma, artha, kama, moksha in Mahabharata. You should have written about devotional service. So, without arguing, one should, if anybody argues, tell them, sir, plus you read all this and then we'll sit. We'll definitely sit with you to argue. You read first all this. What you will read? 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads, 18 Puranas, Mahabharata. Please do come. We'll sit for 6-8 hours. I will arrange for 2 times prasadam. Don't bother. You should not simply open your mouth and start talking nonsense. You have to see it. Rupam Bhagavato. And what side of Rupam? Manah Kantam, which attracts mind. Shucha Apaham, which removes all your worries and lamentations. And naturally, such a thing suddenly vanished. He immediately got up. I said, oh, what is happening? Then what did he do? Didrikshustadaham bhuyaha
Didrikshustadaham bhuyaha
Pranidhaya manohridi
Pranidhaya manohridi
Vikshamanopi na pashyam
Vikshamanopi na pashyam
Avitripta ivaturaha
Avitripta ivaturaha.
I desired to see again that transcendental form of the Lord, but despite my attempts to concentrate upon the heart with eagerness to view the form again, I could not see him anymore, and thus, dissatisfied, I was very much aggrieved. Hare Krishna.
You cannot see like that. It is not a mechanical process by which you see God. See, he tried, nice boy, but he cannot. You don't. I said that Vyāsadeva Thakur said, you only serve sincerely. He will see you, not that you see him. You don't try to see, you can never see him. Your own attempt, you can never see God. You work sincerely for him, he takes a look at you. Therefore he tried, no, not possible. Evam yatantam vijane
Evam yatantam vijane
Mamaha gocharo giram
Amaha gocharo giram
Gambhira slakshnaya vacha
Gambhira slakshnaya vacha
Shucha prasamayanniva.
Prasamayaniva.
Seeing my attempts in that lonely place, the personality of Godhead, who is transcendental to all mundane description, spoke to me with gravity and pleasing words just to mitigate my grief. Hare Krishna.
He understood sincere attempt by the boy, so he spoke to him. Hantasmin janmani bhavan
Antasmin janmani bhavan
Mamam drashtumiharhati
Mamam drashtumi varhati
Avipakva kashayanam
Avipakva kashayana
Durdarshoham kuyoginam.
Darshoham kuyoginam.
O Nārada, the Lord spoke, I regret that during this lifetime you will not be able to see me anymore. Those who are incomplete in service and who are not completely free from all material taints can hardly see me. Hare Krishna.
See? Actually the devotional service starts, when it starts, at that point that person becomes free from two modes of material nature. Rajoguna and Tamoguna. It takes leave of him. And he becomes situated on Sattva-guna. But in the Sattva-guna, only when one comes to the Sattva-guna, they retire to forest. Generally those days, people used to go to forest. But they cannot achieve much. Forest is a place meant for Sattva-guni people. Rajoguni people, villages, towns. Tamoguni people, metropolitan cities. Skyscraper building, flyovers, this and that. Tamoguni. Rajoguni, small villages. And Sattva-guni retires to forest. But all these three will not help you to see Krishna. You have to go beyond Sattva-guna. That is why it is said by the previous Acharyas, Nārada had this small taint to worship the Lord in a lonely place alone. That is the problem. Because Lord has to be worshipped in group. Ekaki amar nahi paye bol harinama sankirtane. Tumi kripa kori. Shraddha bindu diya. I don't gain strength in chanting alone. Because mind can go in 1,000 directions. That is why what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu promoted is congregational chanting. That is called Sankirtanam. Sam stands for Samyak Militva Bahubhihi Kirtyate iti Sankirtanam. With more people, milkar, together chanting. That you will gain more strength. Individual chanting, you don't gain strength. Especially in Kali Yuga. So, never attempt stay alone, be alone. This is a Mayavadi proclivity. Generally, if you see, they want, I want to be alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I went to that forest. I went to that mission hall. Nobody was there. Very silent. I just sat like that. Kuch nahi, all nonsense, fooling himself. These are all Mayavadi inclinations. So he says, you cannot see me. Why? Avipakva kashaya. Kashaya, material dirt. Kashayam. Avipakva, that is not been purified. So you cannot see me. Then the question comes, then how did he see for once now? Just now. Next sloka answers that. Sakrit yaddarshitam rupam.
Sakrit yaddarshitam rupam.
Etat kamayate nagha.
Etat kamayate naga.
Matkamashanakai sadhu.
Matkamashanakai sadhu.
Sarvan munchati hrichayan.
Sarvan munchati hrichayan.
O virtuous one, you have only once seen my person, and this is just to increase your desire for me. because the more you hanker for me, the more you will be freed from all material desires. Hare Krishna.
You may be free 95%. If 5% is clinging to you, how to remove that? You are a good devotee. So I just showed myself. Now you are attracted to me, you will be after me. When you are after me means you will be wanting to see me, you don't want to see anything else. At that time this 5% impurity also will go. So for that only I showed you. This is what happens with the service. When you serve God, if you are pure in your heart, wanting to serve, that service will give you so much bliss. You don't feel like taking leave of it. The more you do, the more you will hanker for it. Why? The more pleasure you get. That's why when I wanted to join the mud at a very mature stage, at the age of 47, my Guruji was double my age, 84. I wanted that way, I said, Krishna, please give me a spiritual master who is double my age, so that if I make some mistake, he should slap me. Unless I am half his age, how will he slap me? If me and Guru is only 4 years difference, it is not possible. So, luckily Krishna fulfilled the desire. So he was there. Then he asked me so many questions. What you did, then I told him everything. He was literally, it's unbelievable for him, the way I explained. Then he said, if you want to join the mud, because you have lived in so many high positions, here we have no Sunday. All 7 days you have to work. All 365 days you have to work. No casual leave, no privilege leave, no sick leave. You will have to work all day. Initially I was put off, 365 days, no Sunday. What is this? All along life I have been used to Saturday, Sunday. But actually, the moment I started working, we were wondering, why not 380 days? Why not 26 hours a day? I got too happy. The moment you get into it, transcendental service, you don't feel tired at all. You see, once Janmashtami, we spoke for 8 hours. 10 o'clock to morning 4 o'clock, continuous. Because a small mutt, one toilet, 60 people. All have to take bath. All cannot sleep in that one small hall like this. So they said, Maharaj, aap Krishna Katha bolo na, we will all be here. So we were talking, how if you talk 2 hours, the battery is charged for 4 hours. If you talk Krishna Katha 4 hours, battery again charged for 8 hours. If you speak for 8 hours, you will be speaking for 16 hours. It is not school teaching job. School teaching 3 periods you do. 3 into 48, 200 quarter hours. And then you come back, take tea, switch on the fan, like this. There is a difference between material speaking and transcendental speaking. Any service you do for Lord, when you do the cleaning job in your home, but same job you come and do in the temple, there's a difference. That is very filling. You never feel tired. Here everything is irritating in home. There everything is blissful. So therefore it looks nice. If you sit Harikatha for 6 hours, you don't feel hungry, you don't feel thirsty. You can keep on. Even the audience were also 8 hours never moved out. That's what here he says. The more service you do, then you will hanker for my service, and those 5%, 10% that material affinity, that will be gone. Satsevaya dirghayapi
Satsevaya dirghayapi
Jata mayi dridhamati
Jata mayi dridhamati
Hitva vadyamimam lokam
Hitva vadyamimam lokam
Ganta majjana tamasi.
Ganta majjana tamasi.
By service of the Absolute Truth, even for a few days, a devotee attains firm and fixed intelligence in me. Consequently, he goes on to become my associate in the transcendental world after giving up the present deplorable material worlds. Hare Krishna.
You see, by service of the Absolute Truth, even for a few days, Sat Seva means service for Krishna. Adhirghaya, not for a very long time. That boy served the Vaishnavas for how many? Only 4 months. Not 40 years, chanting Gayatri all the time. Only 4 months. Mai jata dridhamati. You developed firm conviction in me. Simply serving that spiritual Vaishnavas for 3-4 months. Therefore, now, continuing this service under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, hitva, giving up, avadyam, sinful, imam, this world, ganta, you will go, majjanata, my man, you will become my man. Which one is saying that? Akashvani, unmanifest voice. Just giving up this material world, you will come back to me and you will become my man. What more you want? We want to become my man for so many proprietors and general managers. We want to become PA, MA. If you want to, Prabhupada used to nicely say, working this material world is nonsense. Suppose you want to work for a great man, that is Krishna. Why work for another perishable entity like you? So this is what he says, Majjanata, you will become my man. Mati mai nirbhaddheyam navipadyeta karhi chit praja sarga nirodhepi smritischa madanugrahat.
Intelligence engaged in my devotion cannot be thwarted at any time. Even at the time of creation, as well as at the time of annihilation, your remembrance will continue by my mercy. Hare Krishna.
By my mercy, not by your ability. Your remembrance will continue by my mercy. Once you start devotional service to Krishna, say for example 3-4 years one does, and then a big problem comes for him, and he goes away for some time. No, then the problem will go away after some time. You will again come back. There is no question of having entered once, nobody can throw you out of that track. So such a beautiful area, this devotional service to Krishna is such a beautiful. He personally takes care of that. That's why he says, Krishna tells Arjuna, go and tell everybody. Arjuna bolte, kya bolo? Tell in a louder voice. No, that's all right, but what should I say? Name bhakta pranasyati. My devotee never perishes. Once he comes on the track, I personally take charge of that man. Go and tell everybody. Sir, what about Bharat Maharaj fell down? Yes, but again I retrieved him. I brought him to the human platform and then he came back to me. Only 2 lifetimes he was delayed because of his mistake. But I protected. Take to the service. That's what he says here. Etavadhukto pararama tanmahat Bhutam nabholingam Aham cha tasmai mahatam mahiyase Shishnava vidadhenu kampita
Then that supreme authority, personified by sound and unseen by eyes, but most wonderful, stopped speaking. Feeling a sense of gratitude, I offered my obeisances unto him, bowing my head. Hare Krishna.
See, seeing Krishna, hearing his voice, taking his prasadam, seeing his deity in the temple, seeing his devotees, reading his books, associating with devotees, all same. If somebody says, have you seen Krishna? You say boldly, yes, I have seen Krishna. Boldly say, don't bother. Why? On the absolute platform, seeing, hearing, touching, eating, all same. There is no difference. So don't be shaky. Say, yes, we are associating with our Guru Maharaj. He has seen Krishna, so we are seeing him. That means we are seeing Krishna. We are hearing Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is the sound incarnation of Krishna. So when we hear Bhagavatam means we are seeing Krishna. You see, everything, seeing it just not with the eyes. On the absolute platform, there is no difference. So make sure. That's what he is saying here. He could not see, but he heard. Hearing is as good as seeing. Namanyanantasya tatra pappathan
नामान्यनन्तस्य तत्र पप्पतन्
Guhyani bhadrani kritani cha smaran
गुह्यानि भद्राणि कृतानि च स्मरन्
Gamparyatan tushtamanagataspriha
पर्यतं तुष्टमनागतस्पृहः
Kalam pratikshan vimado vimatsaraha.
कालं प्रतीक्षन् विमदो विमत्सरः.
Thus, I began chanting the holy name and fame of the Lord by repeated recitation, ignoring all the formalities of the material world. Such chanting and remembering of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord are benedictory. So doing, I travelled all over the earth, fully satisfied, humble, and unenvious. Hare Krishna.
That is it. So he was not bothered. He was joyfully chanting all over the streets. Who will think what about me? No, that is bothering us actually. That's why we don't even open the mouth. When we say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Open through Hare Krishna. No. He is always scared what that fellow will think. He has been coming only 3 days. Now he is saying this. Loose ho gaya kya? Even yesterday that girl asked, most of them thought about her like that only. She said, I want to marry Krishna. So most of them must have decided, there's gone screw dila ho gaya. No, you should be like this. Evam Krishna Mater Brahman
एवं कृष्णमते ब्रह्मन्
Asaktasya Malatmanaha
आसक्तस्य मलात्मनः
Kala Pradurabhut Kale
कालप्रादुर्भूतकाले
Tadit Saudamaniyatha.
सौदामनीयता.
And so, O Brahmana Vyāsadeva, in due course of time, I, who was fully absorbed in thinking of Krishna, and who therefore had no attachments, being completely freed from all material taints, met with death, as lightning and illumination occur simultaneously. Hare Krishna.
That means he did not die. Met with death means what? Tadit Saudamini. Tadit and Saudamini. Tadit means lightning, bijli. And Saudamini, the light coming from that. How that lightning appears? It just appears like this and then vanishes. In that you see that as well as the light it throws on you. This is what happened to that boy. That is, death means what? The body becoming free from the influence of 3 modes of material nature. This body is free from that, then you will get another body. Now in his case, the body became free from 3 modes. At the same time, that illumination, his body became spiritualized. Without losing the body, going to cremation ground. Without going to smashana, with this same body, he became enlightened. So the body became free from the influence of 3 modes. That is why we see in Bhagavatam, the Dhruva Maharaja, again 6-year-old boy, he went with the same body, he saw Krishna. And then we saw Ajamila, he also went with the same body back. Dhruva Maharaj also went with the same body. How? Then it is no more 5 Panchamahabhuta body. It is, as I said, fully, the iron rod fully becoming red hot. Then it becomes fire, no more iron rod. So the body becomes spiritualized. Prayujyamane mayitam
प्रयुज्यमाने महितां
Shuddham Bhagavatim Tanum
शुद्धां भागवतीं तनुम्
Arabdha Karma Nirvano
आरब्ध कर्म निर्वाणो
Nyapatat Pancha Bhautikaha.
तत्पांच भौतिकः.
Having been awarded a transcendental body, befitting an associate of the personality of Godhead, I quit the body made of 5 material elements, and thus all acquired fruitive results of work, karma, stopped. Hare Krishna.
Kalpante idamadaya
कल्पान्त इदमादाय
Shayanem Bhasyudanvataha
शयानें वसुधन्वतः
Shishaishoranu
शैशोरनुप्राणम्
Vivishentaraham Vibho.
विशेषतरहं विभो.
At the end of the millennium, when the personality of Godhead Lord Narayana lay down within the water of devastation, Brahma began to enter into him along with all creative elements, and I also entered through his breathing. Hare Krishna.
He also entered into Lord Narayana through his breathing. Sahasra Yuga Paryante
Sahasra Yuga Paryante
Uttayedam Sisrikshataha
Utayedam Sishikshataha
Marichi Mishra Rishayaha
Marichi Mishra Rishayaha
Pranebhyoham cha jagnire
Pranebhyoham sa jagnire.
After 4,300,000,000 solar years, when Brahma awoke to create again by the will of the Lord, all the rishis like Marichi, Angira, Atiri, and so on were created from the transcendental body of the Lord, and I also appeared along with them. Hare Krishna.
That is simple. Antarbahishcha lokanstrin
Antarbahishcha lokamstrin
Paryemya skanditavrataha
Paryema skandita vrataha
Anugrahan Mahavishno
Anugrahan Mahavishno
Avighatagati kvachit.
Avigata gati kvachit.
Since then, by the grace of the Almighty Vishnu, I travel everywhere without restriction, both in the transcendental world and in the three divisions of the material world. This is because I am fixed in unbroken devotional service of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
So he can travel anywhere, within the material world, even in the transcendental world. Devadattam imam veenam
Deva dattami mam veena
Swara Brahma vibhushitam
Swara Brahma vibhushitam
Murchayitva harikatham
Mushayitva harikatam
Gayamanascharhamyaham
Ayamanascha ramyaham.
And thus I travel, constantly singing the transcendental message of the glories of the Lord, vibrating this instrument called a veena, which is charged with transcendental sound and which was given to me by Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna.
See, Lord Krishna himself was given the veena, Devadattam. And therefore, all that Sare Gama Padhani is also transcendental from his veena, not local veena. That veena, so whatever he sings, glorification, that's all transcendental sound. Pragayatta svaviryani
Pragayatta svamiyani
Tirtha Pada Priyashrava
Tirthapada priyashrava
Ahuta iva me shighram
Ahuta iva me shigram
Darshanam yati chetasi.
Darshanam yati chetasi.
The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, whose glories and activities are pleasing to hear, at once appears on the seat of my heart, as if called for, as soon as I begin to chant his holy activities. Hare Krishna.
See, as soon as he chants something to start, immediately Krishna he can see in his heart. Because he is very eager to hear about him, the Lord. See, we are also eager to hear about us. If somebody praises you, you'll be very, very happy. Somebody will come and tell you, you are so beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Actually looks ugly. But that guy knows this is the way to approach. So this propensity we have, where we got this propensity? Because Krishna has this propensity. Everything, the root, the basis, origin is Krishna. So he likes to hear about him. So you like to hear about you. The difference is he's transcendental. Ours is dirty gutter stuff. So he said, that's why Prabhupada also explained to the Western devotees, Jaya Radhama. Why did he say that? He says, when I start singing, you may be attentive or not, I can see Krishna come and sitting here. And in Mayapur he said, I can see Lord Shiva, Ganesha, they're all eager to hear. That's why he introduced Radha Madhava. Every time I sing, just to invite Krishna to this place. You don't know what gentlemen we have missed, the whole world. They are talking about other nonsense saintly personalities. after having got such a godly man, a godly powered person, do you feel like going to hear about anybody else? Then that fellow must be a third-rate fellow. Such a beautiful person. You see, when such a person who cleared 100 centers of the age of 70, when we will be taking appointment with doctor for cholesterol, diabetes, this, that, he traveled 14 times this world. And then you see the pictures, Gurukula, 3-year-old Western boy, he holds his hands, fingers, and teaches him in Sanskrit. That is spiritual master. That is Guru. One Guru Krishna gave us, for us, to give us that conviction. Not this material world, this Kali Yuga, how will he send such Guru? It's a top-class spiritual master. And still we want so many people to give us information to develop a conviction in Krishna consciousness. We are still criticizing Krishna consciousness. Here is this. He says, I got this. The Veena was given to him direct. And you speak. That is the only business. So he cannot be stopped anywhere. Etadhyatura chittanam
Etadhyatura chittanam
matra sparshe chayamuhu
Matra sparshe chayamuhu
bhava sindhu plavo drishto
Bhava sindhu plavo drishto
haricharyanu varnanam.
Haricharyanu varnanam.
It is personally experienced by me that those who are always full of cares and anxieties due to desiring contact of the senses with their objects can cross the ocean of nescience on a most suitable boat, the constant chanting of the transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
See, he gives his conclusion. Yamadibhir yogapathai
Yamadibhir yogapatai
kamalobhato muhu
Kamalobhato muhu
mukunda sevaya yadva
Mukunda sevaya yadvat
tathatmadhana shamyati.
Tadmadhana samyati.
It is true that by practicing restraint of the senses by the yoga system, one can get relief from the disturbances of desire and lust. But this is not sufficient to give satisfaction to the soul, for this satisfaction is derived from devotional service to the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Yamadi yogapathai. There are no many means to get this satisfaction. They all can fulfill your desire partially. But if you want self-satisfaction, devotional service is the only way. Sarvam tadidamakhyatam
Sarvam tadidamakhyatam
yat prishtoham tvaya nagha
Yat prishtoham tvaya naga
janma karma rahasyam me
Janma karma rahasyam me
bhavataschatmatoshanam.
Bhavataschatma toshanam.
O Vyāsadeva, you are freed from all sins. Thus, I have explained my birth and activities for self-realization, as you asked. All this will be conducive for your personal satisfaction also. Hare Krishna.
Sutta Vacha. Evam sambhashya bhagavan
Evam sambhashya bhagavan
Nārado Vasavi sutam
Nārado Vasavi sutam
Amantrya Vīnām Ranayan
Amantrya Vīnām Ranayan
Yayau Yadrichiko Muni.
Yayau Yadrichiko Muni.
Sutta Goswami said, thus addressing Vyāsadeva, Nārada Muni took leave of him, and vibrating on his Veena instrument, he left to wander at his free will. Hare Krishna.
Aho Devarshi Dhanyoyam
Aho Devarshi Dhanyoyam
Yat Kirtim Sharga Dhanvanaha
Yat Kirtim Sarga Dhanvanaha
Gayan Madhyan Idam Tantriya
Gayan Madhyan Idam Tantriya
Ramayatyaturam Jagat.
Ramayatyaturam Jagat.
All glory and success to Sri Nārada Muni, because he glorifies the activities of the personality of Godhead. and so doing he himself takes pleasure and also enlivens all the distressed souls of the universe. Hare Krishna.
So this chapter is over. Chapter 7. Nirgate Nārade Sūta
Nirgate Nārade Sūta
Bhagavan Badarayana
Bhagavan Badarayana
Shrutavan Tadabhipretam
Sutavam Sadabhipretam
Tatakimakarod Vibhu.
Tatakimakarod Vibhu.
Rishi Saunaka asked, O Suta, the great and transcendentally powerful Vyāsadeva heard everything from Sri Nārada Muni. So, after Narada's departure, what did Vyāsadeva do? Hare Krishna.
Just like Vyāsadeva asked Nāradji, after the Vaishnavas left, what did you do? The same question they are asking now. Because the importance is, the spiritual masters mercifully give us instruction, go. Whether we are adhering to that or not, everybody is eager to check up. So this is the fact here. Nirgate Nārade, Sutta Goswami now was asked by 60,000 rishis. So what did Badarayana? Badarayana means Vyāsadeva. Vibhu. Vibhu means great. He didn't say Prabhu. Because Vyāsadeva is almost Vishnu. He is an incarnation of Vishnu. So the word used here is Vibhu. Then Sutta Goswami explains, Brahmanadyam Saraswatyam
Brahmanadyam Saraswatyam
Ashrama Paschime Tate
Ashrama Paschime Tate
Shamya Prasayiti Prokta
Samyak Prasayiti Prokta
Rishinam Satravardhana
Srinam Satravardhanaha.
Sri Suta said, on the western bank of the river Saraswati, which is intimately related with the Vedas, there is a cottage for meditation at Samyaprasa, which enlivens the transcendental activities of the sages. Hare Krishna.
So as I said the other day, even today it is there, Badrikashram if you go, which is 10,000 feet above sea level in the Himalayas, is called Vyasa Gufa. The place is there and the place is still called as Shamyaprasa. 5,000 years back, what name? The same name is maintained. It is about 3 miles from Badrinarayan temple, if you go to Badrikashram. So there, he sat down, western bank, Paschime Tate. Tasmin sva ashrame Vyaso
Tasmin swashrame Vyaso
Badari Shanda Mandite
Adari Shanda Mandite
Asinopa Upasprisya
Asinopa Upasprisya
Pranidadhyau Manasvayam.
Pranidadhau Manasvayam.
In that place, Srila Vyasadeva, in his own ashrama, which was surrounded by berry trees, sat down to meditate after touching water for purification. Hare Krishna.
Touching water means achamanam, what we call achamanam. So he sat down in his own ashrama on the western bank. Bhakti yogena manasi
Bhakti yogena manasi
Samyak pranihite amale
Samyak pranihite amale
Apashyat purusham purnam
Apashyat purusham purnam
Mayam chattadapashrayam.
Maya chatarapashrayam.
Thus, he fixed his mind, perfectly engaging it by linking it in devotional service, bhakti yoga, without any tinge of materialism. And thus, he saw the absolute personality of Godhead along with his external energy, which was under full control. Hare Krishna.
See, bhakti yogena amale manasi. Amale manasi means purified mind. Mind can be purified only by bhakti yoga, by no other yoga. By other yogas, you can develop body health, bodily health. But mental health can be done only by bhakti yoga. So, amale manasi, purified mind, samyak pranihita, nihita fixing, pranihita focusing. And samyak means total absorption. In his mind he was totally absorbed. Purified mind by bhakti yoga, totally absorbed. In that, what happened? Apashyat, he saw. In the trance, this is called meditation, samadhi, trance, he saw. What he saw? Purnam Purusham. Full personality of Godhead. What is that? Why the word Purnam is used? Means personality of Godhead with his potencies. That is Purnam. Otherwise it is Apurnam, incomplete. He saw Krishna with Radharani, the spiritual potency. Radha Krishnam, Purusham Purnam. And they also saw Maya, external energy, Durga Devi. But what position he saw her? Apa Ashraya. Apagata Ashraya. Upagata nahi, apagata. Mana dure sthita. Radharani is standing by his left side and Durga Devi is standing at the back. This is the difference between the spiritual potency and material energy. She also is not independent, ashrayam. But what kind of ashrayam? Apagata. She is not independent. But at the same time, she doesn't enjoy that privilege of standing by his side or standing in front of him. She is at the back. This he saw, Tadapashraya. Then he also, another thing he saw, Yaya sammohito jivo
Yaya sammohito jivo
Atmanam trigunatmakam
Atmanam trigunatmakam
Paropi manute anartham
Aropi manute anartam
Tatkritam chabhipadyate.
Tatkritam chabhipadyate.
Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, thinks of himself as a material product and thus undergoes the reactions of material miseries. Hare Krishna.
Yaya means Durgaya, sammohitaha, being bewildered. Atmanam, jivaha, atmanam, apne aap ko, to himself, triguna atmakam. He thinks he is product of three modes of material nature. What is the position? Paro api, although he is transcendental, he is spiritual. The jiva is spiritual, but because of the bewilderment cast by Durga Devi, he imagines manute. Manute means he imagines that he is a product of material nature. And tat kritam, because of that wrong conception, anartham abhipadyate. He meets with miseries in the material world. See, he saw in the 70 mm screen. Vyāsadeva is seeing 70 mm. In that what is Krishna and Radharani and Durga Devi at the back. And she throws light and the jiva is struggling painfully, thinking, I am a material product, I am a material product. Actually, what is his position? He is actually Radharani's control. He should be happily dancing, but he is suffering. Why? Atmanam trigunatmakam. Paro api, although superior, anartham manute, I am useless. See, no? This is very clear. That's why each word Prabhupada has explained. But we all worship whom? Kanchi Kamakshi, Kashi Vishalakshi, Madurai Meenakshi. What is she doing? Throwing light on you so that you become bewildered. And imagine yourself to be the body. It is clearly written here. But does anyone tell us this in India? Has anyone told you this? Same Vyāsadeva, who wrote all this, he has written this also. Spiritual potency is the actual potency of Krishna. That is the form of Krishna's energy. Which one? Radharani. And Durga Devi is her shadow. Substance and shadow. Which is important, substance or shadow? Then we should worship substance or shadow. But whole India is worshipping substance or shadow. What a tragedy. Just imagine. Shadow, one more thing about the shadow, shadow exists because substance exists. Common sense tells us. Shadow has no independent existence. Can your shadow exist independent of you? No. Because you are there, your shadow we can see. When you stand beyond, below the light, we can see your shadow. So Radharani's puja should be performed all over India. Because Durga Devi's puja we are performing, the result is anartham. You require guts to hear even this. Actually, truth. Yeah. To hear truth, you require guts. To hear lies, you can relax and hear. It is easy to speak lies, difficult to speak truth. Actually, it should be other way around. It should be easy to speak truth, no? Just you have to casually speak. No. To speak truth, you have to be very careful. Lies you can casually speak. See the contradiction here. Truth, you need not be scared. Truth I am speaking. What is truth I am speaking? No, it's very scary. In this material world, it's very scary to speak the truth. Lies you can simply 100 per day. Morning telephone lifting, hello? No, he is not in place, sorry. Who is saying? He himself is saying. In Madras, there is a big joke, when we salesmen go to the shops, they know the way we walk, the way we enter. The moment you enter, I don't even ask anything. No, Modrali illa. But who is saying? Modrali himself is saying. Malik nahi hai. Kaun bolta hai? Malik hi bolta hai. But he knows this guy will try to sell me something. So the lie starts right from the morning up to 12:30 before you go to bed. And how easily you say lies. Even children are watching, mommy nicely tells lies. They congratulate each other. You really handled him, manna bada. But the real pleasure is in speaking the truth. But it's very difficult. So he saw these things happening. Anarthopashamam sakshat.
Anarthopashamam sakshat.
Bhakti yoga madhokshaje.
Bhakti yoga madhokshaje.
Lokasya janato vidvan.
Lokasya janato vidvan.
Chakre satvata samhitam.
Chakre satvata samhitam.
The material miseries of the living entity, which are superfluous to him, can be directly mitigated by the linking process of devotional service. But the mass of people do not know this, and therefore the learned Vyāsadeva compiled this Vedic literature, which is in relation to the supreme truth. Hare Krishna.
See, the last shloka we saw, anartham abhipadyate, the miseries, material miseries. So, Vyāsadeva here enacting a role of a spiritual master, his duty is to remove that misery. So, he is thinking, anartha upashamam, how can I remove these miseries? Sakshat bhakti yogam, direct devotional service. Kisko? Adhokshaje, Krishna. Direct devotional service to Krishna is the only way to remove the miseries. But lokasya, the whole world, general masses, ajanato, they do not know this. But who am I? I am Vidwan. That is Vyāsadeva is Vidwan. Therefore, Satvata Samhita, literature for the devotees, this Bhagavatam, Chakre, he compiled. See, he saw Anartham to be removed. Yes, I can do that because masses in general are ignorant and I am Vidwan. So let me put down in writing. That is how after that Samadhi, he wrote this Bhagavatam. See, after writing Vedanta, Upanishad, etc., that he wrote before Samadhi. So many information there inside. All mind-boggling. This, he gives you a very clear instruction. Sakshat Bhakti Yogam Adoksha. Yasyam Vaishruyamānāyam.
Yasyam Vaishruyamānāyam.
Krishne Paramapurushe.
Krishne Paramapurushe.
Bhaktir Utpadyate Pumsaha.
Bhaktir Utpadyate Pumsaha.
Shokamoha Bhayapaha.
Shokamoha Bhayapaha.
Simply by giving oral reception to this Vedic literature, the feeling for loving devotional service to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sprouts up at once to extinguish the fire of lamentation, illusion and fearfulness. Hare Krishna.
See, we normally suffer from this shoka, moha and bhaya. All of us normally suffer from these three. That apaha, that will be removed. The moment you enter into devotional service to Krishna direct through the bona fide Acharya, the result is these three will go. At the same time, you get bhakti feeling, both. Not only removing this, that also develops. Sasamhitam bhagavatim
Sasamhitam bhagavatim
Kritvanukramya Atmajam
Kritvanukarmya
Chadmajam Shukam Adhyapayamasa
Adhyapayamasa
Nivritti Niratam Muni.
Nivritti Niratam Muni.
The great sage Vyāsadeva, after compiling the Shreemad Bhagavatam and revising it, taught it to his own son, Sri Sukadeva Goswami, who was already engaged in self-realization. Hare Krishna.
See, this is the beauty. Sa samhitam bhagavatim samhitam. Mane Bhagavan Sambandha Samhita, literature connected to God. That's called Bhagavata, this Samhita. Kritva. Already he had written this before Samadhi. No, 18 Puranas, Vedanta, etc. Then what he says, Anukramya. Editing it and adding some more. That is why what he added was Krishna Leela. That's why in Bhagavatam, if you see 12 cantos, the 10th canto, all the other cantos are 20 chapters, 30 chapters. 10th canto is 90 chapters. After seeing the Samadhi, he had added more. Then he got satisfaction. Kritva Anukramya, revising it. And what did he do? Shukam Adhyapayamacha. Shukadev Goswami. Who is he? Atmajam, his son. Nivritti Niratam Munihi. He is already liberated soul. This is why this is being taught then, why this was taught to him. This question Shaunaka Rishi will raise it tomorrow. So today we stop here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare